Hello, my name is Jacques and welcome to Indian Food 101. Today we are cooking baked beef rice casserole. Don't worry about taking notes. You can find this recipe on the web at indianfoodforever.com. Let's go ahead and preheat the oven to about 300 degrees. In the pan we're going to start our chopped onion in the baking jar mix. You want a small onion about this size. Did you know that onions were worshipped in Egypt? Onions were buried with pharaohs because they were thought to represent eternal life. Onion tissues have little or no trace, so there's no exact time of birth. However, many botanists and food historians think they originated in Central Asia. Onions give this dish a lot of flavor because it would only just be rice and beef. So the onions really bring out the flavor. Next we're going to put our ground beef in about 1/2 pound of beef. Our meat and onions are brown now. And even though about 2/3 of India's population are vegetarian, this recipe is for our meat lovers. Keep stirring the meat and onions so they don't get stuck together. Next we'll add 1 cup of rice. Then add the rest of our ingredients. 2 cups of tomato juice, 2 ounces of stuffed olives, and 1.5 cups of boiled water. One and a half teaspoons of salt, 1 teaspoon of paprika. Notice the dark color in the paprika. The darker the spice is, the more intense the flavor will be. One teaspoon of pepper. Pepper originated in Asia from a plant called peppercorn. During the spice trade, pepper was the most valuable spice. If a single peppercorn dropped to the ground, there would be a mob would form and everyone would be fighting over it. Now you put everything in your casserole dish. And then you stick it in the oven for an hour. right back to see how our Indian food dish dishes going in about after these messages. Next, when the casserole has been in the oven for an hour at 300 degrees, you take it out of the oven and sprinkle half a cup of shredded cheese onto the casserole. After you sprinkle the cheese on, put the casserole back into the oven for 10 more minutes. Thank you for watching Indian Cooking 101. To try this delicious recipe, tune in on Wednesday.